Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm Brad, and on this episode of Trail Recon, I'm taking you along for the ride as we go tackle the Rubicon Trail. I am so excited to be finally heading north to go tackle this trail. Now, I am on Interstate 5 in the middle of nowhere, California. I left San Diego this morning at about 4 a.m. and the reason I left so early was because I wanted to get through LA before there was any traffic. Not so lucky. At 5:20 this morning, I hit Los Angeles traffic. You just cannot shake that place. It's pretty crazy. Now it's about an 8 or 9 hour drive north, and I'm meeting up in Georgetown with a bunch of my good friends. You know, we have been planning for this trail probably for about 2 or 3 months. We met together a while back and kind of went over checklists and decided, you know, who's going to bring what? Are we going to bring drive shafts and welders and what tools and fluids? And so we kind of conquered and divided, and everybody's contributing and bringing something to this trip. So we've really got a lot of planning. I think we prepared, if not over prepared, for the Rubicon Trail, if there is such a thing. Last week, we got together and went over everybody's rigs. You know, we got out the torque wrenches and just checked bolts and adjustments and everything we needed to do. And I was really thankful for that because just about everybody's Jeep needed some kind of tweaking or adjusting, you know, loose bolts here or a control arm that needed to be adjusted there. So I was very thankful we did that. It was a good thing. Pretty excited now. We're leaving tomorrow morning. We're spending the night in Georgetown, leaving tomorrow morning bright and early. The plan is to tackle the trail in 2 days and 1 night, but if need be, we make plans to spend 3 days on the trail if we need to. I'm really excited, guys, and I am so thankful that you are coming along for the ride. I think this is going to be an epic, epic adventure.
Yeah, baby, Rubicon Trail, 3.5 miles.
Arriving at the Rubicon Trailhead was such an excitement for everybody. We finally made it. We all quickly aired down, did last minute checks on all our gear, and headed out on the trail for what would become one of my favorite trail adventures of all time. Within less than a quarter mile, we transitioned from the open granite to the forest and the rocks. The Rubicon wasted no time in bringing us some great obstacles.
Driver on this rock.
Our trail boss Chappie found himself quickly on foot scouting ahead for the best line. Although this obstacle got both Chappie and I, and we were the first ones to break out our winch. By the end of this trail, everyone in our group would have used their winch at least once, some a few times.
Okay, coming up, Brad. Coming up, nice and easy. Dropping down. Turn driver.
Yep, up and over. Keep going. There you go, turn around it. There you go.
There you go. Hold that line. Keep going. Okay, good. Back passenger. Come on. Perfect. Okay, you're gonna come up. Okay, passenger. Hold that line. Hold that line. Come back. Come on. Passenger. There you go. You're gonna come up, coming up, steer driver. Driver, there you go. You're doing good. There you go. Climb that rock. Climb the rock. Go back passenger. Hold that line, Amy. See how this looks. Come on. Good. Driver. Okay, back to driver. Passenger, sorry. That's good. Good line, Charlie. Good line. Come back, driver. Good. Hold that line. Beautiful. Hold that line. Just roll right through it. All right. You got it, dude. Easy kick.
Coming down on the left. Slow, slow. You're good.
Down slow. All front down.
The Rubicon Trail is technically a road, and it was interesting to see these yellow reflectors on the granite slab along the way. I will say that these were very helpful in keeping us on course for quite some time.
Run that tree. Either side of that tree. Hug it. Bring it out. Hard driver. Hug either side of that tree.
You're good. Driver, driver. trail just goes through the woods and through the rocks and then opens back up to these granite slabs, man. It's just spectacular out here, breathtaking everywhere, and the trail has been phenomenal.
You're good. You're good.
Don't let off the gas. Keep going. Keep going. Don't let off. Driver, driver, driver. Driver, driver.
We had been on the trail for a few hours to this point, and no one was really keeping track of how far we'd gone. We were all a little surprised to realize we had only traveled 1.5 miles so far. You don't go anywhere fast on the Rubicon.
Big boulder on your axle.
Alright, crank it. Pump it. Alright, hard. Right up. Right, good and hard.
Did I mention that the views on the Rubicon Trail are breathtaking at every turn? Man, it was just gorgeous out here.
right there. Driver. Now passenger. Coming. Hard passenger, hard passenger. Coming down. Coming down. Go driver. Alright, now go passenger. Coming down.
So it's 1 o'clock and we started about 7:30 and it's taken us this amount of time just to get 3.5 miles to the base of Little Sluice. We're stopping here for lunch. So the plan was for Chappie to tackle Little Sluice first, and then he was going to come down and spot everyone on the way up. Well, he had a little mechanical issue about a quarter of the way up.
Alright, get me down.
You gonna go back?
Grab my new brake fluid.
Alright.
Okay, start turning the driver. Hard driver for me. Looks good. Keep coming. Straighten out, Chappie.
Thankfully, it was not brake fluid. It was actually just one of his shock reservoir hoses had burst. Nothing serious. Now, he decided he wanted to take the bypass, which we all agreed it's best just to stick together. Our goal was to make it through this trail and still be able to drive the 600 miles home back to San Diego. Now, the sign here says the bypass to Little Sluice is easiest. Well, let me just tell you right now, there are plenty of obstacles on the easiest route, and I would not define any of them as easy.
missed that rock.
There's some flicks. Beautiful. Your driver's gonna drop. You're gonna drop. Beautiful line.
And that flex. That's a flex, baby.
Hold that line. Yeah. Oh yeah.
At long last, we finally made it to Buck Island Lake. Now, where we were planning on camping was actually only about 100 yards from the dam, but we still had a few obstacles to tackle first. It took us another hour before we made it through here. Man, I love the challenges that the Rubicon throws at you.
Get out the obstacle. That was an easy line.
That was an easy line right there.
Hold that line, you're good. You're gonna drop down, Charlie. Drop it. There you go. Turn passenger a little bit. Here, hold that line. You're welcome. Yeah, come on. Come on. There you go. You're gonna drop down here. Beautiful.
What a line.
Come on. Passenger, passenger, passenger. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Go, go. Go. Okay, easy. Back up. Coming up. Coming up, coming up. Coming, keep straight, straight, straight. Back wheels, winch. Over. There you go. Hold that line, Joe. I said hold that line. Fine over here, you're fine. That's the line you want right there. Come on up. Okay, back up. A little bit. A little bit. Okay, stop. You're gonna have to bump up, you're not gonna make it. Do the Moab bump. Come on. Bump up. Oh, that's not good.
Straight. Nicely done.
Come down on you. Looking good. Yeah. Hold that line straight, though. All right. There you go. Now passenger. Come straight up this thing, Charlie. Got it. Ain't no thing. Ain't no thing, brother.
It was really nice to finally be at camp and relax and talk about the day's events. You know, the Rubicon Trail requires your full attention the whole way through, and it was really nice to finally be able to unwind. And man, what an amazing place to camp. The scenery was spectacular. On the dinner menu was some carne asada, and I have to say it was the best I've ever had. What an amazing day one on the trail. I hope you've enjoyed joining me along on this first day adventure. If you'd like to find out more about what's going on at Trail Recon behind the scenes and help support the community we are building, please visit my Patreon page. And if you're visiting the channel for the first time, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you as a member of the Trail Recon team. Thanks for watching.